You had better mark your calendars, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day, August 9th, 2021. And oh yeah, it happened. The deal from a few months ago has finally went into effect. And if you don't recall that deal, Sony acquired Crunchyroll for a little bit over $1 billion.
Wait, they did?
Yes, as a matter of fact, they did. And people already had questions. They were like, don't they own Funimation already? What does that mean? Some of you may be thinking, is this a monopoly? Which, you know, makes sense. And some of you may only be worried about which login information to use. Well, today that's what we're here to talk about. And of course, I'm going to put some of the community's thoughts on it in here because some people have some good things to say while others have some bad things to say, and that's for sure. And it seems as though no one can agree. So yeah, let's lay out the facts. So it all started today with both Funimation and Crunchyroll putting out official statements saying that today's the day that they joined together. Unfortunately, they were kind of vague and people had something to say about that. So yeah, if you would like to read those tweets by Funimation or Crunchyroll, feel free, just pause the video. But I'm gonna be honest with you, it isn't much. And of course, as they said before, their goal is to make a unified anime subscription with a bigger catalog and everything. And they haven't exactly said whether or not your account will migrate from Funimation to Crunchyroll or Crunchyroll to Funimation, which would most likely be Crunchyroll to Funimation, being that Funimation has been a part of Sony for a while now. But ah yes, doesn't that just sexy your jutsu? But now, we move on to the nitty gritty. Is this good news or is this bad news? According to some, it could be potentially good. And according to some, it's really bad, and the world is ending, and they're never watching anime again, and yeah, they're probably gonna like boycott or something. So let me give you my thought. And actually, you know what, I'll go back and forth, good thing, bad thing. Sound like a plan? Okay, let's do it. Okay, so number one on the bad list. It might not be good for Crunchyroll employees as they may get absorbed into Funimation, and some of them may get laid off, which would be really messed up and kind of sad. Pro number one, you have a bigger catalog to work with. And I believe at one point Funimation shows even did show up on Crunchyroll, not but like a few years ago. I don't know if y'all remember that, but yeah. And we're gonna shoot through these quick because I do not want to waste your time. Number two bad thing, Sony could do some censoring. There's been some things going on in the past where they've changed some translations to make it a little bit more PG, you know what I'm saying? Which is horrible, I hate that. Number two on the good list, we could possibly have good subbed and good dubbed in the same spot. Because everybody knows most dub watchers go to Funimation, most sub watchers go to Crunchyroll. And of course they have mixes here and there, but that's kind of the gist of things. Or it has been in the past. Number three bad thing, you know, there could be prices going up little by little in the future because there won't be as much competition. Now they make it sound like it's some great unifying thing. But I mean, that's just what happens when you control the market. You can control the prices a little bit more. I couldn't imagine it getting too out of control, especially with all the websites, you know what I'm talking about, where you can watch it regardless. But it could go up just a bit. And then of course, that's just because they can claim that there's a bigger catalog, so you gotta pay more. Number four good thing, Sony might be inclined to put out some more money for anime related games, which is maybe not so good for Xbox. By the way, comment what game you would like to see, whether it be a remaster or a completely new one. Number five on the bad list. And let me preface this, either they make one fantastic website, or you end up with a Crunchyroll website that's pretty dang good, or you end up with a Funimation website that many have a lot to complain about, including me. And so yeah, depending on which website they use, some people might have some issues there, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's enough of that. But anyways, if you're a Verve user, by the way, I wouldn't be too worried. You'll probably also have a way of watching anime as well, whether it be a standalone or some other unique way to watch. Now, of course, the worst case is it could get phased out, and some people are just gonna be stuck. Which obviously, I'll bring updates on all of this the more we know. Like I said, it was very vague. So yeah, there are some pros and cons, that's what's happening. We knew this day was coming. And which side are you leaning? Are you leaning it's good? Are you leaning it's bad? Are you kind of neutral, you don't actually care? Of course, let me know all that down below in the comments. I really like to know. If you've been around the channel a lot, I do like to reply and have conversations with people in the comments. I'm not exactly leaning toward it's the end of the world, but some people are. Anyways, it's Sensei Shriz. This is the beginning of a new or the beginning of the end. Make sure to Rasengan that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video or found it informative, or you know, it just tickled your pickle. It's Sensei Shriz. Hopefully I see you in some more anime related content because yeah, I posted a lot.